What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV on a Thursday afternoon for this, another edition of Cub Reacts, and I'm very excited to get into today's reaction. First of all, though, I want to talk very quickly about something that we have got going on the side, and that is, of course, the Fresh Afrobeats Flavor playlist over on Spotify. We've been running this for about the last year or so, and slowly but surely it's starting to pick up steam. As you can see on the right-hand side of the page, we do update this near enough each and every day. Whenever there's new music in there, we do try to keep it up to date as possible, so do go and give it a follow. It's a little project we're running on the side. The sooner we hit 100 followers on that, the better. So there we go. As always, though, friends, we are today getting into a new banger. This one, Bad Boy Timz, and it goes by the name Big Money. It's an official lyric video, and I think it does actually feature some visual content as well, so I'm excited to see how this one sounds. People sleep on Bad Boy Timz. I think he's very, very consistent, so I'm excited to see how this one does come across. As always, friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turn your notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump into the sounds of this one. Let's go.
Big money, oh. 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Okay, straight in.
To forget my mama for hood. Even when I chop better food. 3, 4, knock on your door, go, go, go. Me and my body enter one show, go to. Alujana. That money I define. That money they make me turn to polo. That money they make.
So right from the jump, I really like this visualizer. I like the fact that it is quite low budget. It's obviously something that's been thrown together quite just to have a visual effect on the video as the tune comes out. I really like that, and I like utilizing small sets and things like that in videos. The tune itself, nice. A lot of bounce to it. Very, very pushed processing wise. Like there's a lot of compression on there, a lot of limitations, so everything's really, really punching drum wise. Again, straight from the jump with Bad Boy Timz. His vocal line's catchy, that obviously 1, 2, buckle my shoe kind of approach. Utilizing kind of nursery rhymes in a much more kind of adult context, talking about money and things like that. I love it. It's a cool approach. Let's go.
Big money, that money they make me turn to polo. That money go make my guy to go. That money go make your guy this solo. Pounds and dollar, gone. Naira wa gone. I want the money, more money.
What he's doing really well from the jump on this one is a kind of utilizing almost like a kind of ping pong effect that he does with vocals. Like he's utilizing the pockets of the instrumental to almost like double jab with a lot of his vocal rhythms, kind of go and there's a lot of that sort of double up, which gives it almost like an additional impact. He's really utilizing the instrumental well. It's actually quite, again, there's a lot of processing going on. The drums all sound really, really punchy. So to make sure his vocal comes across on top, he needs to have an interesting rhythmic approach, which is what he's doing. And you can hear a lot of electronic influence on the vocal as well, but it's not overbearing, I don't think. It's just about on the edge.
Pounds and dollar, gone. Naira wa gone, I want the money, more money. Lowo ju Pablo Escobar lo. Fellow you don't go to law. I wanna get money, big money. Big money. Sweet mama me, I did go also for money, oh. I get plenty money for you.
What I've got to say, this suit is mad. This is crazy. What is this? Got like the fleece on the sides. I'm an extravagant dresser a lot of the time, but that is a very, very mad suit. But yeah, back to the tune. I'm liking the switch-ups in vocals as well. Like with a tune that is as short as this one, it's under 2 minutes 30, which is kind of underneath the sort of range of, well, realistically, it's underneath a range for a lot of things release-wise. But it's still cool, and I think it is going for a lot of different areas. You can hear that progression being quite quick from section to section. And I'm excited to see how this one actually progresses further. I'd be interesting to see if there are any sort of mid-sections or bridges. Let's go.
Yeah, one day, sweet mama me, I go show you some money day. I got plenty money for you. Yeah, today. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I no go fit to forget my mama for hood. Even when I chop better food.
So, a couple of subtleties I'm hearing. Really nice ad-libs over the backdrop of this one. They're giving it a lot of space, a lot of kind of reverberation. Again, giving a lot of texture to the backdrop. Again, you've got a live drum kit kind of doing those drum rolls on top of what sound like quite electronically processed drums around it. And that little drum roll allows, again, a touch into, it humanizes it to an extent. Again, bass lines are sounding really nice down below. It's quite kind of potent, quite kind of thick in the way it's been processed. And then on top of that as well, you have got some really, really subtle chord progressions going on across the mid-range of the tune as well. So there's actually a lot going on in a very kind of cramped frequency spectrum. You can just about hear everything. It's pushing things right to the limit, though, on an actual mixing and mastering level. I love that little double vocal there.
That money they make me turn to polo. That money they make my guy to borrow. That money go make your guy just sorrow you. Big money. That money they make me turn to polo. That money go make.
Can you hear how many ad-libs are going on in the background as well? There's so many, like 5 or 6 different overlays of his vocal texture, which is quite a bizarre thing to do in this type of tune. But it does make it sound different, and it does take it to somewhere else. I'd say for me personally, the mix on this is slightly too overcrowded, but that's just a theme of what Bad Boy Timz does. He likes a packed mix down. He likes a lot of stuff going on in his tune, a lot of energy, a lot of vibrancy. If it was me, I'd strip it back slightly, but it doesn't take away from what the tune is, and that is a powerful creation.
Money go make your guy this
That little synth line we're hearing in the background, that almost like toy synthesizer piano sort of sound. That's crazy to kind of throw into this. And again, I've got it's just a cool thing to add. There's so much going on production-wise and composition. Again, those chords, the bass line, the sort of combination of digital and live drums. You've got 4 or 5 different vocal layers going on. Then to layer in this additional, quite kind of cartoon-sounding synthesizer. It's a very bizarre kind of conjunction of things, because you have got that realism of the drums, and then the digitalization. You've got the realism of the kind of lead vocal, and then its electrified nature on top of it. And then you've got these synthesizer sounds. The chords sound very live, and then you've got the synth sound, which sounds very plastic. So there's a really bizarre kind of contradiction going on the production side of things. What we'll do, we'll let this one run through to the end, and then give it our final breakdown. Let's go.
As you can see, a pocket never full like the go Yankee. Branch London gritty, actually, for you I fit to crash the economy.
There we go then. The sounds of this one, Bad Boy Timz with Big Money. And again, you hear that live drum kit coming in towards the end. A very interesting overall creation, this one. There's a lot going on as a tune. I definitely think it's a tune I would strip back if it was me on the production side of things personally. But even with that, I definitely think Bad Boy Timz does hold this one together. A lot of energy in his vocal. I definitely think his vocal is the highlight. The fact you do have all those ad-libs going on. That sort of double punch feature we're hearing in the rhythm. It's a very unique rhythmic pattern he actually chooses. Sort of tap dancing across the top of a very crowded instrumental to make sure that vocal layer is still above the kind of waterline and you can hear it distinctly. Interesting tune. Again, quite short. I always like my... if it's down to me, I'd always have tunes be around the 3-minute mark. I think that gives you enough time to explore and find different things going on. But again, this is all personal preference. An interesting tune though, and I do like the fact the video is quite like a low budget take. I always like that sort of thing because it's utilising what you have, and there we go. But there we go. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this tune in the comment section down below. Would you have liked it to have been longer? Is it a bit too crowded for you, or is this just the right amount of kind of intensity and energy within the composition? I'm keen to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments down below. And as always, friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you're following the Fresh Afrobeats Flavor playlist on Spotify, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. My sound in a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.